Oh, hello, everybody. Thursday night, doing a little live thing here. It's going to be very short for a couple of reasons. Most importantly, my dog's outside and she's been starting to howl. It's getting a little late, and I'm a conscientious dog owner and neighbor, and I don't want to honk anybody off. Um, some things I do want to touch on real quick while I'm on here. I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow, New Year's Eve. So I want to start out by saying again, hello everybody. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Thanks for tuning in, and I wish you all a blessed and prosperous 2022, healthy and safe, right out there along with it. Um, John Madden died yesterday, and I don't know how many people in the world don't know who John Madden was. Haven't heard the name. John Madden was a football coach. He was a football broadcaster, and in the Football Hall of Fame, and also was the creator of a video game, which will keep living on. I've got to meet a lot of people. I didn't actually meet John Madden, but we said hello. It wasn't at a Hall of Fame. It wasn't at a Super Bowl. It was at a truck stop, and I don't know how many people actually know, but he took a bus all across the country. He was incredibly afraid of flying. He was he suffered from claustrophobia. So hello, Thunder, Magnetic Power. How we doing? Um, and and he was at a truck stop, and he just a big old guy. Hi, really really nice guy, and impacted a lot of things. Um, and the reason I bring it up is because one thing he wasn't was a bully, and there are our country's changing, our society's changing, and the days of the loudmouth, obnoxious, narcissistic bullies are numbered. And there are three of them that are on. I watch a lot of football, and I watch the NFL Network, and there's three people on there on NFL media, and the NFL is always talking about changing their image and inspiring change and being the change. Well, they really want to change. There are three very overbearing, loudmouth, obnoxious, narcissistic people on that platform that could easily be replaced. But just something to think about, and something I'm just kind of spouting off because it bothers me when I see people like that. Guys on there referring to professional athletes as if you pick this guy, it's dumpster diving, or they're randoms. They're nobodies. And it just I don't know. Maybe I feel a little more passionate about it because I played the game. But hello, Jerome. Thank you for watching. Um, I do. I really don't think Grandmaster Jay is going to go to jail, Jerome, and I'm almost 100% certain NFAC's not over. Dominique Jean, hello. Um, the my viewership really dropped, and it dropped because I sided with and helped NFAC Watchdog, the Watchdog group of the NFAC, over a situation where some scamming, some major scamming was going on. And back when all that was going down, when all that was happening, a lot of people got really upset with me, and then when it turned out to be true, that's how it is. When you tell the truth, you don't become popular. Okay, telling the truth doesn't make you popular. but it has to be done. So, Star Foundation, thank you. Murphy James, how you doing? Yeah, NFAC Watchdog, and they've been working behind the scenes for a long time, and still in communication with them. They're still doing their jobs. They monitor things. They keep an eye out for the community. They're putting into practice what Grandmaster Jay, the Supreme Commander of the NFAC, what they've always said. The goal is to police and protect the Black community, and that's why I never found the group to be racist, because I found it to be, to me, it was always a leveling, if you will, a potential way of leveling the playing field. And I never objected to it. I've been documenting it, and I'll continue to monitor, and I continue to record some things. I don't talk about the NFAC a lot on here because I think they're kind of underground at the moment, and that's okay. There's they know. Grandmaster Jay knows, NFAC Watchdog knows, all those people doing what they're doing know that if they want to come on this platform, they're always welcome. I want to talk a little bit about a comment left by, phone's dropping here. I'll talk a little bit about a comment left by T-Rex, our great friend of the show, T-Rex. He left a comment about concern about the vaccine, and T is unvaccinated. So T's made it through the first initial COVID is here, that variant, to the incredibly deadly Delta variant, which is still out there, and now the Omicron variant and whatever comes next. So and T-Rex's concern was that vaccinated people, I'm vaccinated. I've had my booster, and I got 2 different companies. I'll talk about that at some point if people want me to, but this isn't about vaccinating or not vaccinating. This is about what you need to do, because yes, indeed, especially vaccinated people are going to give it to unvaccinated people. Yes, that is going to happen. And it's going to happen probably more prominently, because when vaccinated people become infected, a lot of times there aren't any symptoms at all, and they don't know they're infected. And they are giving it to people that aren't vaccinated, who are getting very, very sick. And again, the NFL, the National Football League, is a prime example. On Monday, 102 players in one day all tested positive. So this new variant is incredibly more infectious and spreads much faster, but it appears it's not as deadly. Now, that all that means is the people that are in the hospital are in there with the Delta variant, because it's still going on and it's still killing people. So the whole point of this is, whatever T-Rex is doing, it has been effective, and if you want to survive and to get by without being vaccinated, we need to hear what T-Rex is doing. So, those that have watched the show for a long time, first of all, God bless you and thank you. Secondly, that one of the things we did was we used to have panels quite often, and I want to get a panel together. I want to get some people together and talk about things before the 6th of January. I'd like to get T-Rex. I'd like to get Summer Dickerson. I'd like to get Apollo, and I'd really like to get Marie Justice, and just have a diverse panel and just talk like we used to. And I think that's a necessity, and we got away from that. So, but even if I can't get a panel together that soon, I do want to get T-Rex on here, and I want him to explain how he behaves, because he's making it work, and I think that's important information that people that aren't vaccinated need to hear. Just my opinion. One final thing: the people are, I mentioned bullies earlier, and this has always been a white dominated male bully society, whether we like it or not. Sorry, somebody just sent me a message. Okay. But people are really starting to understand that Donald Trump conned them, and a lot of people are starting to call the followers of Donald Trump terrorists. Always remember that the difference between a terrorist and a freedom fighter is which side you're on. Okay, so the people that followed Trump and did what Trump told them to do and go down and take the Capitol, those people do not deem themselves terrorists. Some people in our society deem them as terrorists. That's a problem and a potential point of conflict that could indeed deeply divide our nation. So a lot of people are starting to understand, and it's dangerous, because Trump for a long time was like mass, don't worry about me. He stuck fluorescent light tubes up his butt and lit up and glowed like a baby Huey inflatable in somebody's yard. Those are the things he was believing back then and telling his followers, and a lot of them ate it up. And now he's coming out and saying, hey, really the vaccines are the way to go. And a lot of the people aren't going to like it. And a lot of people have died because of his choices and how he dealt with this and how he told people to deal with this. And somebody's going to get pissed. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous to anybody named Trump. That's dangerous to anybody that follows him. I'm not recommending it happen. I'm saying that the conditions are right for something to happen, because there are going to be a lot of pissed off people when they find out they've been conned. And a guy named P.T. Barnum once said, a sucker's born every minute. And he took advantage of numerous suckers to make a whole bunch of money and fame. And people are going to be upset with the Fox News broadcasters that perpetuated all this stuff. And 2022 could be even crazier than 2020 or 2021 have been. I hope not, but it's my prediction early that that's what's going to happen. Do you think that if there were a different race, they would be called terrorists? Jerome, yes, I do. I think if that had been Black Lives Matter, if that had been NFAC, if that had been Huey P. Newton Gun Club, if that had been New Black Panthers, it would have been a totally different outcome. It would have been a massacre. There would have been bullets flying. There would have been National Guardsmen there within minutes, not within a half a day. Yeah, I don't doubt for a moment that things would have been totally different. I agree with that, Murphy James, and we're going to be talking about that coming up next week as we head towards January 6th. More shit is coming soon with Trump. James, my birthday was December 10th, and happy early birthday to you. Theo, what's up? What's going on with the 6th? January 6th, James, January 6th was the date of the insurrection, and Trump's planning a press conference in Mar-a-Lago, or however you say that, in Florida, to commemorate the event and attempt once again to possibly rewrite history. So just want to draw people's attention to that as we head towards it, because there will be people reacting to it. and there will be people misinterpreting it, and there will be people trying to tell you what he was really trying to say. Like this Candace Owen, this young lady Candace Owens, that's always out, trying to tell people what Trump really meant and how great everything really is. And there are places in the world, that's one of the big problems with our country, is that there are places that are great. There are places that people are happy. There are places that things work. And people that live in those places don't have a concept of how some other places in our country are. There are some hellholes in our country. There are some shit holes in our country. And they don't get fixed because the people that could perpetuate them getting fixed don't even realize they exist, because they stay in their own shell of comfort and can't imagine things being any different for anybody else, because they have this mentality that it's all about, it's all about me. If I have to wait in line, well, screw everybody else. I don't want to be inconvenienced. I'm going to butt in line, just because I have that privilege. And that trickles down to, well, everyone else is privileged too. No, that's not how it works. So that's a big problem with our society, and a big divide in our society, is that we can't grasp what's beyond our own neighborhoods at times. And we've got an incredibly small circle of people in power in Washington, D.C., that 85% of them, I'll say, there are those that really care. There are those that are trying to do the right things. There are those that believe in what they actually say and what they actually are trying to do. The majority of them are out there because they kiss enough ass that people know they'll do what they're told when they're told to do it. And most of them refer to anybody that's not in that small Washington, D.C. circle as those people. Just something to think about. Thank you all. I love you all. If I'm not back on here tomorrow night, a truly blessed, prosperous, healthy, safe, and wonderful 2022. We get a chance to start over each and every year, and our chances coming up. I love you all. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you. Peace. Shalom. Salam. Namaste. Blessings in the name of Jesus. Love y'all. Good night.